hybrid CDM sits between roles, part defensive midfielder, part playmaker, constantly adapting to what the game demands. But there isn't one way to play it, and that's where it gets interesting. Rodri's hybrid nature comes from how much responsibility he can take on without compromising the team's structure. He can drop deep and become the team's main outlet, but he's also comfortable operating higher when the situation demands it. What really separates him is his decision-making. He rarely forces the game. He constantly assesses pressure, space, and positioning, then chooses whether to secure possession or accelerate the attack. That makes Rodri less of a traditional holding midfielder and more of a midfield controller who happens to play as a six. Tchouaméni's hybrid profile is much more dynamic. He gives you the physical presence of a defensive midfielder, but he isn't restricted to protecting the space in front of the defense. His ability to cover ground means he can adapt when the midfield structure breaks, while his progression allows him to turn defensive recoveries into attacking opportunities. This makes him particularly valuable in transitional games, where the role constantly changes from protecting the team to driving it forward. He's a six with the tools to behave like an eight. Kimmich's hybrid profile is built around influence rather than physical dominance. He wants to be involved in the game from the first pass, helping his team establish control before eventually moving into more advanced areas. His intelligence allows him to change his position depending on where the space is, which means he can function as a six during build-up and almost an eight when the team is settled into the final third. That flexibility makes him less of a fixed holding midfielder and more of a deep playmaker who can change his role within the same attack. 3 players, 3 ways to interpret the same position. Rodri suits possession football, controlling the rhythm and giving his team stability. Tchouaméni fits a more transitional game, winning the ball and immediately driving forward. Kimmich thrives in positional football, connecting the build-up with the attack. Same position, different tactical solutions. Rodri controls. Tchouaméni drives. Kimmich connects. So it's not about who's best, it's about who fits the way you want to play.